So you're a new realtor and you finally got some leads inside of your lead system. What do you do with them? Nobody knows. Well, you call people. You call them a lot. So first thing I want to tell you is 1 or 2 calls isn't going to cut it as a new realtor. You need to call 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 times. Average person usually answers on the 6th, 7th ring. So that's the sweet spot. So how do you get started with it? You're going to double dial when you first call somebody. So what's a double dial, you say? It's literally what it sounds like. Call them twice back to back. That way they think it's something urgent, because it really is. It's urgent for you to make some money. If they answer and they're grumpy, just say, oh, I was about to leave you a voicemail and I hit the wrong button. You hit the hang up button. Okay, great. And go directly into your script. I've used that loosely. So I would go something of this nature. Oh, so sorry, I was about to leave you a voicemail. This is Dustin over here at Mantle Realty. I saw where you were on our website, signed up to look at a home, and wanted to see what questions you have. Is now a bad time to talk? If you start with a no question, it's going to help you out because it brings down the walls. Everybody, as a buyer, anybody who's calling somebody, they want to say the word no. They're going to say no automatically, pretty much. So they say, no, it's fine. So then you go into it of, I see you're looking at these properties. Are you pre-approved? What are you looking for in a home? What's your time frame? Why are you looking to move? You want to ask all those kinds of questions. Once you get started and they start answering questions that might be a little bit more detailed, you probably want to go into working with realtors, at least here in North Carolina. So you need to go over the working with realtors paperwork with them as soon as they give you any kind of substantial information. We'll make that into another video right after these. So anyways, so we're going to find out all their information. Now make sure that you are updating the lead system inside of Real Geeks. So I'm going to actually now show y'all what the inside of Real Geeks looks like. So I'm in here. I'm going to go to me as my own lead. All right, so anybody wants to call me, you can. So I'm going to click right here, and I am going to say in my important notes section of what they're looking for. I'm also going to take hints and tips that they're going to tell me, and they don't realize it. So they might tell me that they're getting ready to leave to go to Disney World, or that they got to get off the phone because the kid's got a baseball game, or that they lived in this area all their lives. Why am I going to put those notes inside the lead system right here? Because next time I talk to them, I want to bring those kinds of things up. I want them to see that A, I listen, and B, that I either remembered everything about them, which is what they think, or take really great notes. One of the two. So I'm going to put all that information in here. Make sure that if you were making a phone call outside of Real Geeks, which I don't know why you would, that you change your status to contacted. Now, if you actually go down here and actually go to your activities and log your activity as what it is, see, I would put call, made contact, and put some notes in there and hit save. This would allow me to be able to see that later, and it's actually going to record that you are using the system, recording your activities. So it could be, the activity could be a phone call, that you left a voicemail, that you texted them through your phone, you made a meeting, you emailed them, whatever it is, make sure that you're putting this in here. Same thing goes for contract accepted and closed. If you change this to something that's actually contacted to them, it's going to change their status. So if you see right here, my status says it's blank. All right, so if you see right here, I'm going to go in and put called, left voicemail. Let's just pretend like we're going to do that one the first time. All right, so new activity created. Let's see what the status changed to. Attempted contact. Yes, so it will actually update your system right then and there that it goes to attempted contact. Now, let's just pretend I'm calling later on in that day and I actually got a hold of them. So I called and put pre-qual for 300K in welcome. All right, so I took some notes. I hit save. Watch what your status does now. So it actually changes to nurture. Yep, so it's going to change automatically for you. It also does that, like I said, with your activity. If you put contracted accepted, it's going to change it. It's going to change it if you are closed or closing. That's how we update the system here. So it automatically goes in there. Now, what this is going to do is going to allow you to look back at your own lead systems and say, okay, who have I not gotten contacted with at all? They're all going to be attempted contacts. Anybody who I actually got contact with is going to be under the nurture status. Now, some other statuses that we have here at Mantle that other people you might want to use, might not, you have to talk to your admin, they'll have to add these, is we have already purchased with another real estate company, because that does happen. Sometimes leads fall through the crack or somebody's lazy, whatnot. Connected. For us, connected means that you've contacted them more than once. You've got buyer agency signed or listing agreement signed. So you got that. Working with another agent. So if they call and say, I'm already working with another realtor, okay, mark it as that. What we do with that is we will actually take it out of the system for you, so you don't see all these redundant leads that are either already purchased or working with another agent. And then lastly, we have a dead lead. So a dead lead is only going to be a lead that is completely false, at least in my opinion. If you mark it as dead at Mantle, we'll take it out of your system. Now, we will put it into one of our dummy files. We don't delete them because we think that more people that come to our website, the better off it is. Anyways, a dead lead is not somebody who just doesn't have a phone number or an email address. It is somebody who put in that it's Bill Gates and their email is billgates@gmail.com and the phone number is 123456789. If you've got a little bit of information, we can usually work on this, find the leads through different systems, and we can put that one in here of how to research a lead. It's in our agent resources, but we use That's Them or a couple other websites like that. So if you update this right here, life is going to be a lot simpler. So the next thing I wanted to do is create a follow-up. So I'm right here, my follow-up. It's a phone call. I'm going to call them. They say for me to call them tomorrow after 5. I can put in what I need to do, the time that I needed to do it, and then hit save. These can automatically go into your Google Calendar. You have to sync this. This is all the setup. We do that over here for you. Okay. So the other things that you might want to do is sign them up for a workflow. We've got different workflows. We'll talk about that in a different video, and we go from there. So that is the very first contact that you're going to do.